If you're a golfer in Chautauqua County, the Gunner, Bob Gunnell is a very, very familiar name. Bob has long been noted as not only one of this county's best, but one of the finest golf talents in western New York. The Gunner was born on January 25th, 1934, and has lived all of his life here in Chautauqua County. Most of us have seen Bob trudging down the fairways at Chautauqua Golf Club, still breaking par just about every time he picks up the bag. Last season, he earned one of two berths for the United States Golf Association Senior Amateur Championship in Carefree, Arizona. He won his first match before being eliminated in his second. Last summer, Bob dropped a 2-foot birdie putt on the fourth playoff hole to claim the New York State Seniors Tournament in Rome, New York. He has captured 4 Western New York Amateur Tournament titles and 2 Southwestern New York, Northwestern Pennsylvania events. Over his long career, Bob, who carries a handicap of 3, has recorded 3 holes in 1, has made 7 appearances in the New York State Amateur, placed 5th in the Florida State Seniors Tournament, and has played twice in the Porter Cup Classic. Locally, in addition to winning countless events over the years, Bob has captured club championship titles at Chautauqua Golf Club, Moonbrook Country Club, and South Hills Country Club. He still holds the course record at Chautauqua with a 62 and at South Hills with a 64. Down in Pennsylvania, the Gunner won several club titles at Jackson Valley Country Club and shot a course record 64 at Cable Hollow, a 65 at Blueberry Hills, and a 63 at North Hills Country Club. Bob's accomplishments are not just limited to the links, and as an athlete at Jamestown High School, he was involved in baseball, basketball, and bowling, distinguishing himself at each sport. Bob had a tryout with the Brooklyn Dodgers, but later signed with the Philadelphia Phillies and played for Pulaski, Virginia in the Appalachian League as a pitcher. On the local baseball scene, Bob took the International Division All-Stars at the Jamestown Little League to within 4 outs of going to the Little League World Series in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. He also managed in the Jamestown Little League for 5 years and the Lakewood Red Sox team to 3 straight titles in the Southwestern Area Cup League, and also managed the All-Star team. Retired from his position as a meter reader for the city of Jamestown, Bob now makes his home in Greenhurst, and most of the time you'll still find the Gunner out there on the greens, still competitive, and still trying to improve his always steady game. For his achievements as one of the most accomplished golfers in our area and his numerous contributions as a participant and coach over many years, I am pleased to offer Mr. Bob Gunnell for membership into the Chautauqua Sports Hall of Fame. Bob?
Well, I was going to have Pete do this for me, but he left, so you're stuck with me, I guess. So, I want to thank the Hall of Fame for this honor, and I want to thank the radio stations, the Post-Journal, for the coverage they give me through the years. And I have my mother and son with me tonight, Robbie, and my mom. Well, I didn't know much about golf till I was about 22. I used to play baseball, and me and Denny used to live in the bowling alley, and once I started, I got hooked, and that was it. I played every day. I couldn't play very good. I didn't know how to hold a club. So I think my first 2 rounds were 96 and 97. So I went to the library and read books, hit balls every day. Rain, snow, and in a couple months I had it down to about 75, so there's always hope for any of you guys that really want to try. And but I still try to get it better and get a swing that will hold up under pressure, and I guess that's what it's all about. I played with a lot of the Sabres that these guys know. I played with Rick Martin and his cigar and his long driver, and Donnie Edwards, who I hear is going to build a new course, I heard, out by Orchard Park. He told me he bought some land. And I played with Craig Ramsey at Transit Valley in the rain last year, and what's he, about 36 years old? Yeah. And it rained, and the umbrella and the rain suit, and they bagged it for 36 holes, carried their bags, so you know what shape they're in. And that same day, well, we beat them, but not by much. Not by much. So on the 12th hole, I made 2 hole-in-ones last year, so it was 220 2-yard hole, and I hit a 4-wood, and I was playing with Ramsey, and they said, I think that's in the hole, and of course you couldn't see the green, and I don't know Derek Smith, but he was coming down the next fairway because he had hit it in the woods, and he saw it go in, but he didn't do nothing. So we went up there, and he come over, and he said, the ball just went in the hole, and I said, geez, thanks a lot, you know. I mean, I would have went like this, but, you know. But, so, yeah, I had a good year last year. He didn't say I won. Probably the biggest tournament I ever won was, I won the Buffalo District Individual last year, and I won it when I was 46, and I won it again last year. I beat John Gaffney, who's a good friend of mine and probably the best player along with Freddie Silver in Buffalo, in my opinion. And so at 56 to win it, that was, I think, better than the state, because when I won the state, it was guys my age, and I played better in the district than I did in the state. I had them all away, and I had 2 chances to put them away. I missed 2 short birdie putts, and then I 3-putt 16, and he birdied 17, so I was 1 down. And we both hit it about the same on 18, and I hit it in there 3 feet. And how I did it, you don't know, but I made it, and we won extra holes, and he won the toss, and he hit it in the right rough, or in the sand trap in the next fairway, and I knew he didn't have a chance to get to the green and was going to make 5, and I had about 165, and you say, boy, can I hit that green for the win, you know, and I did, and how I did, I don't know, but I did it. So that was probably the best. That gets me in the Porter Cup again this year if I want to play, and I probably will because I like the competition. The last time I played it, I never played Niagara Falls, although we had a reciprocal with them when I belonged to Moonbrook, and I shot 75, 71, 71. I think I was in 28th place going the last round, and I got with this kid from Oklahoma State called I can't think of his name, but he went birdie, 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 and then he hit it stony on the 4th hole, and I went bogey, bogey, par, bogey, and I says, get me out of here, you know, I don't belong here, you know. So it's really tough, and then I played in it the next year. I went and qualified for it and shot 70 the first day, and I was in like 14th place, and shot 76 the next day and dropped like 46 spots. So, you know, these guys are good. So I don't know, I probably play, and then I'll try to defend the district, and I play in a lot of invitationals, and I'm going to play in the Florida State Seniors again. It's at Vero Beach, and I'll try for the Senior Amateur, which is in Michigan this year, at the 2nd ranked course in Michigan called Crystal Downs. So, and let's see, what else? I guess what golf means the most is the friends that you make and the different people you play with. I played with good players and pros and guys that don't play so good, but they all enjoy it the same and probably have more fun than the guy that plays it good. If they make a birdie or break 100, they're happy. You know, if we make a bogey, we're not so happy. So I just try to play every day, and I'm hitting the ball farther than ever. But there's a saying, if you had to hit a green, well, I'm hitting it farther because I'm drawing the ball now, which is right to left. And they say if you had to hit a green for your life from 140 yards, would you hit it straight, would you hook it, or would you fade it? And I would fade it, but now I'm hooking it, so that's how nuts I am, see? So, but, you know, and then you go to the 19th hole, and you should have done this. Of course, I don't drink beer. I just drink pop, of course, you know. But I guess that's what it's all about, and I try to play every day because Sam Snead says every day you miss, it's like missing 3 days, and now I've missed 2, so that's 6 days I've missed in 2 days. So when I get back, I'm leaving at 8:10 tomorrow, and I get in at 12:30 in Tampa, so I'll play at about 2. So that'll be 3 more days I don't lose. So, well, I'll let these other people go through this now. So, And I want to thank again everybody that made it possible for me getting this award. Thank you.
Bob, congratulations. Unfortunately, our rings didn't get ordered really on time, and we're going to have to mail the rings to all of the inductees. So we're a little embarrassed about that, but there's some copies of the rings and what they look like, and I know Bob will be honored to wear it. I can say one thing. I played a lot of baseball with this guy when we were teenagers. Probably one of the best natural athletes that I've ever been associated with. This guy was unbelievable. He did everything, came too easy to him. Unbelievable, and it's obvious with his golf game.
Yeah, but you got to tell Todd that if I'm a 3 handicap, I wonder if they'll give me the 3 shots this year. Because it was a +3.
Again, congratulations, Bob.